My name is Leif Burrows, and I'm the map designer on Total War Arena.
So, like, for someone who's never heard of Total War Arena, kind of sum it up for somebody.
So Total War Arena is a 10v10 online multiplayer, free to play on Steam. Each player controls 3 units with a commander that's kind of a unique historical figure. And each commander has 4 abilities, which they combine with like the unit's abilities to kind of create high-end engaging tactical play.
So what have you guys learned from past Total War games you're applying to Arena?
So we use the same engine. We kind of build upon that, but we also like to do a lot of unique things and take it in different directions to the traditional Total Wars. So stuff like, obviously, like for a good example, is each player has 3 units, but in the 10v10 situation, that creates armies of 30 units per team with 60 on the battlefield for these epic battles.
There aren't a lot of online games that allow, especially RTSs, that allow 10 to go on 10 people. So explain a little bit how that works.
So basically, we have like we felt that it was a good kind of number of like 10v10 with 3 units. It worked well. It was fun to play, and we have kind of an effective matchmaking system, which will match players together based on the units they pick and their tiers of their units and their commander, to try and create like balanced games.
So for people who've played the Total War games, will they be able to jump right into this and understand 100% what's going on?
Yeah, they'll have a good feel, like they'll understand a lot of the core concepts behind it, because it's still a Total War game, right? But there's also like new stuff for them to learn. A lot of the automation that you kind of experience in traditional Total War, like when you attack an enemy unit, your unit will kind of automatically charge them. Whereas in Arena, that's not the case. Like charging is an ability. It's a lot more micromanagement, a lot more focus on your 3 units, but also as part of the larger team and working out the cohesiveness with your team.
Now, how have you guys designed this game with esports in mind?
So we haven't specifically targeted esports. We're focusing. We want to make a fun multiplayer game. We think it's really engaging playing with other real people. It makes for really cool, challenging tactical situations. If it kind of goes in the direction of esports, then we'll definitely support it. Like if that's what the community wants, then we will work with them to kind of make that happen. But our main focus is to make a good, fun, balanced game.
So the game is free to play, so how will that work? Will you guys have commander rotations?
No, so it's kind of completely free to play. You can play like all kind of content up to tier 10. The kind of options for the monetization within it consist of premium units, which are kind of like different units. They're not better. They just offer different flavors. Like, for example, like kind of auxiliary units that filled the gaps in Roman army kind of rosters. The other stuff we have is like a premium account. All that does is basically give you a faster kind of experience boost. You get more silver, more XP after battles, and that helps you kind of move through the content a bit quicker. And then the last thing is kind of aesthetic items and like colors, and maybe even like equipment at some time in the future.
How has fan feedback helped you during the development, during the closed beta?
It's been crucial, yeah, absolutely. We're listening a lot to fan feedback. They tell us what they want. We've got a lot of kind of the hardcore players already in. We had them in the alpha. We have them in the beta now, and like we do listen. Like they kind of drive some of the priorities of what we want to work on next. We hear like what they're after and what will improve the game, and then they're playing the game. They kind of know what will make it good, and so we do listen to that. Can
you talk about some of the factions that you can play in the current build of the game?
Yeah, so there are 3 factions currently. We have the Romans, the Greeks, and the Barbarians, which are the newest faction that we've added. We're still kind of adding units to the Barbarians faction tree and fleshing them out. We've got some kind of ideas of kind of new units to bring in with them as well. We're kind of prototyping like chariot units, seeing how they work, because we want to make something that is kind of unique to play, like a bit interesting, that brings something new. We don't want to just kind of like add it for the sake of it. So we're making sure that it fits within the greater kind of like Total War game.
Will we see factions from previous Total War games make an appearance eventually, like the Japanese soldiers, or even Total War Warhammer?
I don't think we'll be seeing orcs anytime soon, but we definitely kind of we would really like to kind of bring in other eras as well. It's something that we've thought about. It's kind of been talked about. We're not really there yet, but in the future, it would be really cool to see like samurai fighting off against Roman legionaries. That'd be a really interesting clash, and it's definitely something that we're thinking about. Yeah.
And when does Total War Arena come out?
So we're currently in closed beta, and we'll be going into open beta at sometime next year. We haven't got a set date yet because we kind of want to just make sure it's there, it's ready. We feel that it's in a good place to go into the open beta, so that'll happen when it happens.